Hi, this is Jonathan. How you guys doing? Today we're going to discuss about what's so special about a semi-solid guitar. I first saw a Gibson 335 semi-solid on the cover of Larry Carlton's Sleepwalk album, and I don't know, maybe it's the way the photo shoot was composed, the way the guitar sat in his lap, or maybe it's just Larry Carlton just a handsome fella. But that 335 looks pretty good, and I was immediately attracted to the shape. Now this is not a 335, you know. I wish this was a 335. It's just too expensive for me. The only difference I think from this and the 335 is probably the block inlays and probably other things, you know. But the look of a semi-solid is so classy, you know, with the F holes, you know, the two humbuckers, you know, and the chunkier neck. This is my Tokai Es110, which I procured a couple of years ago, and I love the way the neck is. You know, when I first brought it home, I was kind of, wow, this is kind of chunky, you know, compared to the other necks. I have no idea what shape this is. It could be like a U shape. Yeah, but I like it, you know. I like playing on it, you know, and I can spend like many hours just playing on it, and even without it being plugged in, because acoustically, you know, it has a sweet sound, you know, and I'm pretty happy with this guitar. Yeah, I just got it home a couple of days ago from Jeffrey. I kind of left it in his house, you know, for him to play around with, because I wasn't using it too much. And after setting up and changing a couple of strings, well, changing a whole set of string, yeah, it plays well right now. This, on the other hand, is the Heritage H535. Beautiful. Yeah, still like red, you know, my favorite color is red. The neck is very different from the Tokai. This is a bit slimmer. And I mean, it's just beauty. It's just a beauty. But this is like with the self levers, so it reacts a little bit different. And you can probably hear from the song earlier on that there is a tonal change. I did not use any different patches or preset. I was using the same preset for each guitar. So what you hear is what you get going through the same preset. I find that this is a little bit brighter, you know, and has a much edgier tone than my Tokai. Problem with guitars of this make, like, you know, with the angled headstock, like, you know, most Gibson guitars have, tuning has always been a problem. And I'll tell you why, because of the angle here. You can see the angle, especially on the 4th and the 3rd string, because, you know, the string goes like this, and, you know, acutely, and the acute angle right here. So this will cause tuning problem mostly on the 3rd and 4th strings. So proper lubrication on the nut will help solve the problem a little bit. But occasionally, you know, in a live gig, you would tend to tune this guitar often. Well, the Les Paul that I had had the same problem. Ultimately, I think I'm not mistaken if I changed to a Tusk nut. Tusk nut will help, and I changed it to a Spetzel or lock-in tuners. The one thing that is available in the market right now is a contraption where you kind of like overhang on this whole thing. It kind of like channels the strings differently, so there's not much of an angle. I'll put a link down. It's available from Toman. It's an interesting concept, right? So, but it's a bit ugly, you know. You're seeing a metal plate here, although the contraption comes in with many colors, you know, black and others. So that's something to consider. I just might get one one day when this whole situation is over and Toman is shipping as usual, right? So having a semi-solid is a joy. Most of the time there's no you know, bolt on. It's more or less a one-piece set neck, and that's what the sustain is all about. On the flip side of the coin, you have these F-holes. So these are like empty chambers for you, sound chambers for you. That's where the problem starts when you're playing in loud volumes, and you have the dreaded feedback. And we're not talking about feedback that are nice and musical. We're talking about, most of the time we're talking about, like, you know, 500 hertz to 250 kind of like feedback, and it's really irritating. If you can get it to, you know, what I think guitarists that play with a semi-solid guitar should do is to play a low volume on stage. But even then, the bassist will probably trigger the feedback because of the low frequency. So that's the only drawback about guitars of this. And most of the time you see this guitars being used in jazz quartet or jazz band because, you know, they play real soft, you know. And every now and then you see a rocker pull this one out into a stage and rock out, and that's that's surprising. So I haven't seen a lot of them do that yet. Larry Cotton does his 335 set, you know, and he does bring this guitar out, and I know that he plays at quite a loud volume. But then again, I don't know how he does it because, you know, he gets real nice musical feedback, and that's one thing about this guitar too. You can actually get the musical feedback that you want, apart from the right? Yeah. So it's unique, you know. Yeah, this ES Tokai ES also had a set in neck. So the sustain of this guitar is just a joy to behold when you're playing it. And you can probably get away with different genres, you know, rock. You know, like I said previously in the many videos back, you know, I can do rock out stuff with this, but I have to like put on a headphone or play at a very soft volume in order not to get that dreaded low frequency feedback. But other than that, you know, this guitar can deal with all the rock songs that any other guitars are able to do, like the Les Paul or, you know, the CST-24 that had the Harley Benton or even the Comanche. Yeah, it just had this beautiful round sound, and it's really nice to have. Solo, you know, on this Tokai is a breeze because I'm so used to it, and you're able to get a real low action without it buzzing out, and that's a breeze, you know, that's a joy to play, right? Same with the Heritage, you know, the fretboards are no problem with the fretboards, they're just nice. But just look at it, you know, you just look at the guitar and you just want to pick it up. Every time I look at this Heritage, when it first came, it reminded me of this guitar. So when I saw it, but this is in red, beautiful red. So I look at it and I just want to pick it up and play. So that's the uniqueness, you know, of a semi-solid guitar, right? So tell me, what do you think? Do you have one? And if you do, how has it been treating you, or how you've been treating her? Right? And leave it in the comment section down below. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Now a reminder that I'm having a live stream. I had a live stream last night. It was an impromptu thing. I just got bored, so I just went online. But there's, you know, a live stream coming up on Sunday night, Pacific time. It's Monday morning for me at 1 a.m. So hope to catch you guys there. All right? So you guys take care. Stay safe. Ciao.